Hi, it's Thursday, May 26th, 2016. Uh, I'm talking about the LBMA today, which is the London Bullion Market Association. It's the biggest supposedly physical gold market in the world. And the reason I brought it up is because there's an interesting article in Zero Hedge, and it's titled "An Inside Look at the World's Biggest Paper Gold Market." And there's quite a few infographics in this article, and it's very interesting. And basically, it states that average trading volume in London, gold trading volume, paper gold, is 5,500 tons. But the LBMA only holds 300 tons in its vaults. There is more gold in London in the Bank of England, but that gold is supposedly there, kept by the Bank of England for other world central banks. England itself, the UK, only has 300 tons of gold. So one thing that Zero Hedge notes is the following, and I quote, almost all gold, or 95% traded in London, is unallocated and without legal title. That means when you're trading unallocated gold, you can't take delivery. So it's basically, you're not really trading gold. This makes it easier to trade, but it also raises concern about a market that is opaque to begin with. There are 5,500 tons of paper gold exchanging hands on paper each day, but there are only 300 tons of gold vaulted in London outside the reserves for ETFs or the Bank of England. And Zero Hedge goes on to ask, what would happen if there was even a small rush to get the physical asset behind the paper? Is there a system in place for such an event, or how does it work? Well, first of all, you can't demand delivery from unallocated gold. It has to be allocated. And my view is that the LBMA and a lot of markets nowadays that are supposedly regulated and legal are actually bucket shops. And I'll explain to you what bucket shops are. I learned about them, what they really are, from this book. It's called Jesse Livermore, World's Greatest Stock Trader. It's a great book. It's about, the boy plunger, Jesse Livermore, from the early 1900s. And he started out in the bucket shops. And I read from the book here, the bucket shops were started by Arnold Rothstein, or Rothstein. He was the guy who was accused of the Black Sox, Chicago White Sox scandal in 1919. He was like a gangster, gambler. And I read from the book now, and it says, among Rothstein's many holdings were most of the bucket shops in the major cities of the United States. A bucket shop looked like a broker's office. It had a gallery for the customers, a chalkboard to record the stock quotes, and an active stock ticker spewing out daily trades on an almost instantaneous basis, right? And it says here as well, most important for the functioning of the bucket shop, the money spent by the stock was never sent to the floor of the exchange. So they actually never bought or sold stock. They just bet on the price. It was simply booked by the bucket shop. The bucket shop would hold the bet like a bookie. Bucket shop action was quick and fierce. Traders could buy as few as 5 shares or as many as the house could cover, thousands of dollars worth. So, nowadays when people say, oh, this contract is cash settled, that's, in my opinion, is basically a euphemism for bucket shop, which was seen as, it was something from the underworld, in the beginning of the 1900s. And so, in my opinion, the LBMA, the fact that you actually don't buy any gold, unallocated, just goes to prove it's like a bucket shop, in my opinion. And so that's, the biggest gold, physical gold market in the world, where price discovery comes from, and it's a bucket shop. And I would say the same thing for the COMEX, even though the contract says you can get delivery. I worked in the industry, as you know, or in the financial sector, and all the major banks and brokerages I worked for, when we did futures, it was implied that clients would never take the delivery of physical gold, or even bonds. Rarely did clients or speculators take delivery of anything in the futures market. So I guess you could argue the COMEX is a bucket shop, the CME group is a bucket shop. So yeah, the world financial system is resting on a foundation of bucket shop, in my opinion. So yeah, I'll put the links, the link to the Zero Hedge story. I recommend you read it. It's really interesting. It's got a lot more facts and infographics. Very interesting article. And if you like my video, please subscribe if you haven't yet to my channel. Give me a thumbs up and share it with friends, or with people that you think would be interested in what I have to say. Here at Monaco 64, basically we're the home of alternative economics and contrarian views. And thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.